Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Laura Ricci. So fun to see you all on this Tuesday morning as we talk about something that I've gotten a lot of comments about. And I've been talking with my sweet friend, Lisa Davis. I have to introduce Lisa. She's amazing. She's a fellow curly girl, and we both get asked about curls all the time. So we thought, let's just share our top tips and come together in a really fun class. And we can make this interactive and we'll share our favorite things with you and you can share your favorite things with us and we can kind of go from there. I'm going to mute everybody real quick, but I'll unmute Lisa. And of course, if anybody has any questions, you can pop them into the chat or unmute yourself as we kick off. But Lisa, introduce yourself.
Sure. Thank you, Laura. So I'm Lisa Davis, and I am a wife, mom of 3. I am lifelong curly girl, and I've spent my lifetime, many years of it struggling with my curls, and then finally embracing my curls and learning and still learning how to work with them best. And I love sharing what I know. I love learning what other gals know. And I'm a crunchy advocate, of course. And I love collaborating with this gal right here. Laura Ricci is just a wealth of information and knowledge with anything health related, with essential oils, definitely with she knows how to get in touch with her spiritual side. And I've learned a lot from this lady, and I am just honored to call her my friend and cross-company collaborator.
Oh, thank you so much. And it's a true pleasure and joy to do this work. And because I educate and sell doTERRA essential oils, I'll sprinkle some oil knowledge in here for you as well. And I love what you said, Lisa, because I think when we talk about our curls, it's a deeper conversation. I don't know if anybody else has felt this way, but I was really ashamed of my curls for a long time. I didn't know how to wear my hair curly. I would try to comb it out. It would just be this big mess. I had this love-hate relationship with my hair growing up, especially in middle school, and having to wake up early. And do you remember those big Velcro rollers? And then I would sit under this big dryer, and then I would try to straighten my hair and fight with my hair. And my mom told me, one day, Laura, you're going to embrace the curls that you have. And I thought, no, isn't it funny? If we have curly hair, we want it straight. If we have straight hair, we want it curly. It's just this interesting thing. So much of, and I will actually attribute some of this to my healing journey, believe it or not, is just accepting myself as I am, accepting the curls as I am. And what was so funny, and sometimes I will wand my hair occasionally. Usually I'll wear my hair more curly, naturally curly, especially in the summertime and the springtime now. But it's one of those interesting things when I do this guided imagery exercise with my patients, and you visualize yourself meeting your future self. And what is so funny is every time that I see her, she has naturally curly hair. So it's just, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a self-love and self-acceptance and letting go of control, because with curly hair, a lot of factors go into that, weather, humidity, the type of water. I'll notice when we're traveling, curls will kind of show up differently, and you just kind of embrace what happens, what you get with all of that. I love this to feel kind of like a tea time chat with girls, and people can type in the comments, and we can unmute ourselves on Zoom too. But Lisa, do you want to kick us off? Do you want to share some of your favorite tips
Absolutely.
or what you find helpful?
Absolutely. And Laura, I completely agree with you. And I'm even going to add one quick thing. I feel like sometimes there's a lot of pressure from society to have straight, glistening hair. I feel like for a long, and there's kind of a backlash now. I think a lot of women are embracing their curls and no matter, ethnicity and, but I feel like for a long time, the only acceptable hair was straight hair. And if you had curly hair, you fought it and you made it straight. And I mean, raise your hand if you fried your hair, as I did. I spent years trying to get hair that I couldn't have, and damaged my hair. So I think that really learning to love yourself is learning to love the hair that you were born with. And yes, we can wear it straight now and then. I certainly do. But for the most part, learning to embrace what I have has been wonderful. So just to kick it off, and I'm still learning what's best for my hair. And let me tell you something, when you're switching over to toxin-free products, one of the hardest things that women struggle with is hair. Like women will, you know, use essential oils, they'll clean with oils, you know, they'll switch over a lot of their products, they'll switch over to crunchy makeup, you know, they switch over their skincare, you know, a lot of things they can do, but when it comes, they're like, don't touch my hair care, you know, don't touch my products, because, you know, I know it's a 9 on the EWG rating scale, but I need it. I need it for my hair. So that's, I think, the biggest struggle for a lot of women is finding toxin-free, you know, shampoos and conditioners and treatments that really work. So I'm going to share with you guys just a few things that I do for my routine. So in the shower, I actually alternate. I love, this is 100% pure. So this is Glossy Locks Moisture Drenched Shampoo, and it's super clean. It's 100% pure. It's a little hard to find, and I paid an exorbitant sum for this bottle. However, it lasts forever, and I really love, it doesn't dry out my hair. Really the secret for me is shampoo that is toxin-free and doesn't dry out my hair, and this does a great job of that. The second shampoo that I love, it's daily moisturizing shampoo. It's Carina Organics Sweet Pea. And I really love this shampoo as well. It's hydrating, it's completely toxin-free, it smells, it's got a light, lovely scent. I'm very sensitive to smells. I can't even wear perfume. Like if I want to wear perfume, I put some essential oils on or a blend, because I'm just so sensitive to smells, it's gonna trigger a migraine. So Sweet Pea Carina Organics is awesome. I do love their line. And then thirdly, I just discovered this, and it maybe has changed my life. This is Pura Scalp Therapy Shampoo. So this is really getting to kind of the root of one of the issues that a lot of questions that women have is, look, I have scalp issues. I have dry scalp, I have itchy scalp, I have flaky scalp, like all these things. I'm not a physician, I'm not, you know, a medical professional, but I do know that inflammation can trigger that. So if there's a way to avoid gluten and dairy, go for it. In your life, I've tried to reduce as much as possible, but you guys, my cheese obsession is real. So every now and then I fall victim, all right? Not gonna lie. But when I keep the gluten and dairy down, I notice a difference in my skin and my scalp. But this stuff is gold. So Pura Scalp Therapy Shampoo. I love, love, love this. It does not leave my hair like straw. It really works on my scalp, and it's just incredible. So I love the shampoo as well. A few more things to share with you all. So that's like the shampoos that I alternate through. And I find that using one shampoo for several months at a time is not good for my hair. It's like almost like my hair gets used to it, and all of a sudden it's just not doing what I want it to do. And as you know, Dr. Laura already said, hair gets temperamental. Like it really, our hair just is not very often happy. So, you know, you want to, and I'm really gentle, and I don't wash my hair itself. I just wash my scalp. And I use this a lot. So this is like a scalp massager, and I got this on Amazon. It was very inexpensive, and I love this. It's like a gentle scalp massage, and it really works the shampoo into my scalp and really kind of lifts all the debris. So I use this several times a week gently. I'm not scrubbing harshly. And I actually got one for my daughter as well, because she has the same scalp issues that I do. So it's definitely hereditary. So that is the shampoo portion. The conditioner portion, you guys, I really, really love this conditioner. And this is actually hair healing conditioning mask, but I use this as conditioner because my hair needs all the deep conditioning it can get. So I absolutely love this. This is from the Peyton company. It's a dear friend of mine. She actually owns her own company and has a brick and mortar store. Right now it's only online, but it's the Peyton company. And we can, I think if we can do the links for this, that would be great if we can add some links for this.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Peyton company, this is one of their products that is like, I'll never not use this, like ever. So I use this as a daily conditioner, but once a week, I really pile it on. And then I got this fancy shower cap. I invested in a shower cap, you guys. This is from Shower Cap, SHHH, Shower Cap. And this was a very fancy shower cap, but once a week, I do a ton of conditioner, kind of pile my hair on top of my head, cover it with the shower cap, and I really just let the damp heat penetrate in the shower. So I give it about 10 minutes, and you know, shaving and whatever, and you know, I'm just giving it a good 10 minutes to really, really penetrate with that steam heat. So that's about once a week that I do. I actually use it as a hair mask, but the rest of the time I use it as just a daily sort of really deep conditioner. Then with my hair, you don't even have it with me. I realized I left my most important product upstairs, but I use an Aquis hair towel. So while my hair is still like super, super wet out of the shower, I really don't dry it off too much. I give it a minute, and then I just kind of like gently dry it a little bit. It's the Aquis hair towel, and it's a microfiber towel, and it's designed to frizz up your hair. So I'm just going to gently dab it with that. And then I mix up root to tip serum from doTERRA, which I love. And yes, I need to order more. And Le Baume. This is the Baume Jordan Seban hair gel. And I mix these two things. They're just incredible, like toxin-free amazingness. Whole bunch. I found more product is better. The more the better. And I do prayer hands, right? And I just really just distribute the product everywhere. I personally, I do not brush or comb my hair out. For me, my hair is so fine and it just frizzes everywhere. So when my hair is super, super wet, I put my head upside down and I finger comb it. Just very, very, very gently finger comb it, and that works for me. It may not work for everyone. So then I do these two products, a lot of them, and I wrap my hair up. I kind of pile on top of my head and gently wrap the Aquis hair towel on top of it. And that's really basically my routine. I forgot the towel upstairs, but that's my routine for my hair, which I pretty much do every morning.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love the idea of new products, and yeah, we'll have to compile a list and we'll post it here with the replay. And my sweet hubby just went and got me. Thank you, babe. Because I forgot my towel too. As you were talking, I texted
Mark,
you.
I need you here in Rhode Island getting my towel.
Lisa says she needs you in Rhode Island helping her get her towel too.
Right on my way.
He says he's on his way. He's coming. Curly hair is a family affair.
He's the best.
Because as you were talking, I was like, oh yes, I totally forgot that.
Mine is upstairs hanging. I'm like, oh, nope. But the one, and there's a bunch of them out there. The one I use is the Aquis hair towel, and I really like that one.
I love it. Yeah. And to be honest, I have a couple. I have a couple Diva Curl towels. This one is one that I got from Strands Unlimited. It's like a nice little purple, but any type of microfiber towel, or you could even use a cotton t-shirt to do that, is really helpful too. Okay, I'll take you through some of my tips and my routine too. We can compare and learn. And then if anybody will open up for questions, or if anybody wants to share their favorite things. I love that we're seeing people over on Facebook. Hey, Debbie. Debbie says hey to us. So this book changed my life. This is the Curly Girl Handbook, and this was just gold. I actually checked it out from the library. Remember when we could do that? I checked it out from the library and I was reading it, and it was so good that I had to buy it. And you can get it, it's pretty inexpensive. And I just wish that anybody who has curly hair or even wavy hair, and honestly, when you use this method, when you're washing your hair in this way, you may think that you have straight hair. And as you start to let go of the heat and embrace it, you may see some natural waves or some curl coming out too. There's often a hidden curly girl in a lot of us with this, but I love that it goes through, it talks about the different curl types. It talks about tips for curling your hair. It talks about, and it even has a really cool, like, do-it-yourself section to make your own, like, conditioners or hair rinses, and incorporating essential oils and some of those things. So, and there's even how to trim your hair. I will say I got to that point in quarantine where one was a little bit longer than the other, and I just went boop and just follow the rules. And that is the nice thing about curly hair too, is it's pretty forgiving. But I will say everything changed for me. The right haircut makes a very big difference. And curly hair is a different thing. And so you really want to make sure that you're working with somebody who knows and understands curly hair. So it's called a Diva Cut. And we actually, so I live in a little town in West Texas, and there's not really anybody near me that's Diva Cut certified. But when I travel to a bigger town, like when we went to California last summer, I set up and got a haircut there if we're in like Oklahoma City or Houston or something big. Now, usually the people that are really good, they're going to have a wait list, like a 6-week to 8-week, maybe longer wait list. So you probably want to, when things open up, when we're traveling again, get that on the books. But it made all of the difference, and they are like artists. And Tanya is the girl that I saw in California, and she taught me so much about my hair and the way that she would cut it, and just it really helped bring out the curl. And I can tell that when you start to lose some of your curl, when it doesn't start to lay right, it's time for a cut. And usually I will do anywhere from 3 months to 6 months out. The last time I got my haircut is in October, which is why I also just kind of took the scissors to trim up some of the edges myself. But getting the right cut makes all of the difference. And so start there, and the products make a lot of difference. I think you really have to look at the products with that too. So get this book, read it, check it out. It's really good. One of the things that I do is an apple cider vinegar rinse, because I was noticing I don't wash my hair as often with wearing it naturally curly, maybe twice a week. And so sometimes you can get a little bit of buildup, or if you're trying different products and things, that can be pretty different, right? It's going to take the body some time to adjust. And so I was talking to Tanya about that, and she had recommended doing an apple cider vinegar rinse. And what I do is just a third. So this is a little continuous spray mister from doTERRA. They come in a 2-pack, but you can find continuous spray misters in other places. I just really like this one. And I fill about a third of the way apple cider vinegar, and then I add in some essential oils, about 5 drops of each. And I will do peppermint, geranium, rosemary, and lavender. But there's a lot of essential oils that can help with supporting hair. So I'll pop up a graphic as I'm talking you through how to make the spray, because it's really simple. And then you can kind of look at it too and identify if there's certain areas that you want specifically for your hair, because there's a lot of different options that we can have on hand for that. So let's see if Zoom will let us share our screen. Yeah.
I just want to say, so Laura's group is really wonderful. Like, she has so many recipes for like anything that you could want, like that you want like the DIY version of with oils. And I actually just ordered these spray bottles because I want to start doing the ACV rinse. I have all the oils, yay! So I'm going to start doing this ACV spray.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I think education is so important. That's what I do with doTERRA essential oils. And that's what Lisa does with Crunchy non-toxic makeup, is all of the education and support, which is so key. Mm-hmm. Yes, we will definitely get y'all a list of all of the things that we're talking about. We'll post links and things for you. Yes. And then this is up here, so we can take a little screenshot, and I'll post it too. But this is a handy graphic. So know that based off of what scents you like better, or if you're really working on specific things, like if you have more oily hair, you can pull from those oils. If you're dealing with hair loss, you can pull from some of these. If you're wanting to promote more hair growth, or if you have dry hair. So I like that you can customize it and you can make it your own with that a little bit. I will say, if you're having a lot of hair loss, there's a lot of things that go into hair, and we're talking about routines and products and different things that we use, but there could be an underlying thyroid issue. There could be something else going on if you're noticing that large chunks of hair are coming out, if you are dealing with other health issues or things. So work with your functional medicine doctor on that. Maybe get your thyroid tested if you're noticing that. A good supplement is really important. So I personally take doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack supplement. One of the things that I noticed with taking that is my hair and my nails started growing and being more strong. I didn't have as much of the brittle hair and nails, the breakage. And that, I think, goes back to that bioavailability, because it's a good sign when the supplements that you're taking, you're noticing improvement in your hair and your nails, because those vitamins and minerals are going to go to vital organs first. And so when it starts to show up with skin and hair and nails, that's a really, really good sign. So that is something too that I just like to share with people, is like, get your thyroid checked, omega-3 fatty acids. There's a lot of things that go into that. And our hair, kind of like our gut, can be a gateway into what's going on with our health with some of those things. So you could choose your essential oils that work for you. And then I just top, so I add the apple cider vinegar, a third of that in, add some essential oils, maybe about 3 to 5 drops of each. And then I'll top the rest with water. And we just have an RO filter, or reverse osmosis filter. If you have distilled water, you could use that, use what you have. And then I'll just spray. So I do this before a wash day, and I'll actually section out my hair and I'll spray. And I use for this a wet brush. I love this brush. Oh my gosh. I won this. Actually, one of my sweet oilers, Leanne, was doing a giveaway and I happened to win it, and I will never use another brush again. I was using a wide tooth comb and it can kind of pull and it can be a lot. And so if you use it, and honestly, this is the only time that I use a brush in this whole process. The rest of the time I use my fingers or my hands, but I will spray and I will completely soak my hair. I'll get all of my hair and comb it out, and then I'll just clip it up for 20 minutes. And then I'll go into the shower and rinse it out. And I do exactly what Lisa does. I've got my little scalp massager. And so I get in the shower and I'm rinsing it out really well. On days that I use, and I probably do this maybe once a week, I've gotten questions about this. Is it going to be harmful for hair color? I've asked Tanya about this, and she said, if it's minimal, if it's just a third apple cider vinegar, that's fine. It's not going to hurt color. If you do more, like half, don't do that if you have like color on your hair, but a little bit is fine. And I just notice when I use it, it's almost like my shampoo. It's a hair rinse, but it's also kind of a cleanser, if you will. Like I feel like just if you have a lot of buildup in your hair, it'll help to get rid of that. And I'll use it instead of shampoo. So I will just get in the shower, use this, rinse it all out really, really good, massage the scalp, and then I'll move on to my conditioner with this. So just side note, what I learned from Tanya is shampoo only goes a little bit, only goes around the scalp, and then conditioner only goes at the bottom half. I was one of those people that would like put everything everywhere. And like, yeah, it was a big thing. So if you're using conditioner, think about like if you're putting your hair up in a ponytail, the conditioner would go the bottom part of that. You don't need to put that up in the scalp. So when I first started, I was getting Diva cuts, and I started with the Diva Curl products. Now, some of those are not very good on the Environmental Working Group's website, and some have different ratings. And then I was getting private messages on Instagram about how like some women were using these products and were just noticing that their hair was falling out and that it wasn't helping them. And right, this is where we reduce our toxic load. And when we know better, we do better. So I have made the switch. And one of the products that I've tried recently is the girl that actually cuts my hair in California, Tanya. And she has, can I just say it was the most pleasant experience to go get a Diva cut, because you go in and everybody has curly hair. Everybody. And it was so fun. It was like, oh, look at all the curls. So she has one, it's a moisture conditioner. She also has a shampoo. So if I do the apple cider rinse, I won't do the shampoo. That's just me. And it's really just kind of a moisture cleanser. If I don't do it, then I will. And then I'll put the conditioner on after I rinse it out really well. And I'll just kind of put the bottom half. Now, this is something, I follow a lot of people who do curly hair on Instagram. This is a new trick that I hadn't learned before. So after I brush it all out, okay, Tiffany asked the question, do you only comb, brush your hair after washing your hair? My daughter's hair seems to frizz. Yeah, so I only brush my hair when doing the apple cider vinegar rinse. That's it. I don't brush it anymore after that. So in the shower, when I'm putting the conditioner on, I will actually flip my hair upside down and I will put the conditioner on, like Lisa was saying, and I'll do prayer hands. So like it's all, we'll get real. Okay, so like this, and prayer hands. And then I will take the conditioner and I'll scrunch it in my hair. And that's how, and I had never heard to do conditioner this way, and I learned it on Instagram, and it really does make a difference. Then I'll do the other stuff that you got to do, right? You shave your legs, you shave your armpits, you do your other things. And then when I'm rinsing it out, I will do the same thing. I will flip my hair again, and I will just take water in cupped hands and scrunch. So I don't completely do a full rinse with the conditioner, and you'll already see that the curls are forming when you do it that way. So it's a lot of hair upside down action, and then just bringing in the water and scrunching it up. And then immediately I go to a gel or a styling cream or something to help with that. So this is the Strands Unlimited. It's a curl cream. So you can put that on, and gel is an after shower experience. Like I just do that when I'm still in the shower. Now I still have some of my Diva Curl gel, but it's not the best. So we're looking at making swaps for that. So I love that Lisa gave us some swaps for that product as well, which is really nice. You know, when you know better, you do better. So looking more at this curl cream is what I'll do. So I will put the gel in. So same thing, everything in the shower for me is upside down. So hair upside down, you know, we took the water, we scrunched it with the conditioner, and then I'll take the gel and just like Lisa said, prayer hands, I'll do some scrunching, and then I'll kind of just flip my hair back over, and then I'll clip my hair. So this is another good thing that I have learned, clip your roots. So you can buy these little clips, you could get them anywhere on Amazon, and I will, this is going to be interesting, but I will pinch and I will just clip like that. And I do 6, so 3 on this side, 3 on this side to give you some volume. So you just pinch and clip. You guys can kind of see, this is weird when you don't have a mirror and you're just using the video camera, but I'll clip my hair. And then what I do is I take about 30 minutes to just let it air dry. So I will put on my crunchy makeup, right? I'll put my face on, I'll do my other stuff during that time and just let it kind of air dry and have that moment. Oh, and I do take the towel. So after I do the gel and everything, I will scrunch just with the towel, but everything, I don't comb it out. Nothing. I just let those curls be curls and just scrunch it up and have that there. Okay, then we do our makeup, we do our other things, and then it's time to dry our hair. So I do have a Diva Curl hair dryer, and you don't have to have a Diva Curl hair dryer. I just look for something, this I do like. Now the diffuser looks crazy. Looks like a hand. My husband was like, what is this? It's kind of creepy. And sometimes I'll creep him out. I'll like do high fives. And he's like, that's so weird. So it looks scary, but it mimics hands. Cause in curly girl world, right, we use our hands all the time for stuff. So I learned this also on Instagram. I will put it at the highest heat setting. And then the flow, I just do a number 1. I do so high heat, low flow. And remember, my hair is all clipped, and I just start not even touching my hair, just going around. So I go in all of the sections and I just let it go around and start to dry that way. Then I will flip one side up like this, and I'll dry and dry and dry and dry. And see, we love you so much. We just get really like into this. And then dry that whole side. Then we'll flip and we'll do the other side. And again, I learned a lot of these tips, and a lot of it's trial and error, and you find what works, but it gives my hair better volume. So dry, 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 flip it. And then I'll go under and I'll go into the roots. So I'll flip my hair upside down. And this is a cool thing that I learned on Instagram too. This is when your kitchen tools become hair tools. So if you have a little colander, you can take it because it'll hold your curls in a really nice position like so, and then you can hold the dryer. And so you can curl them in those positions. So I'll go around and just like cup and curl and hold it there. And it takes time. You have to be patient. Curly hair will teach you a lot of life lessons, like just let things be the way they're going to be really patient. It will take probably a good maybe 30, 40 minutes to completely dry the hair. So that's really helpful. That's how I kind of do the drying thing. And then I'll just shake the roots out. If you ever need like a little bit of volume boost or something, I'll shake the roots out here and I'll scrunch, and then you can just kind of flip it up and you'll get a little bit more volume with your hair. Now I do love the root to tip hair serum. So if there's any kind of crazies going on like that, you can put a little bit on and tame it. You could put something like cedarwood essential oil, sandalwood essential oil. You can put that on your hair and that will help too. Or I'll kind of go back and forth. I'll play. She has a control oil too, like a little frizz oil. And all of her products, all of Tanya's products are phthalate-free, gluten-free, free of artificial fragrance, colorants, sulfates, silicone, paraben-free. So I've been kind of playing with those. At nighttime, I sleep with a silk pillowcase to not frizz your hair. And so I will either just pull my hair in like this, so it's up, so you're not laying on it, and just kind of spread it out over my pillow, or I'll do the pineapple. Does anybody know like the curly hair pineapple? This is a little silk scrunchie. Scrunchies are totally in. Remember the 80s? We so use our scrunchies. So for a pineapple, I will, oh gosh, I will, let me take these out. Gather all of your hair up at the very top of your head. It's kind of the Moana bun, just loosely. And then I'll just kind of pull it through and pull it through once. And this is the pineapple. It's really sexy. And you just go to bed and you wake up, and I actually find day 2 hair looks even better. If it's just you and you're working out, I will pull my hair up like this to work out. It's quarantine life. Nobody needs to see that. But this is what it is. And then in the morning, I'll just pull it out and I'll just kind of give it a shake, right? And usually I don't have to do a ton with it in the morning. I can just kind of shake it up and flip it, and it looks pretty good. And then I'll take the root to tip hair serum, an essential oil, cedarwood, something like that, and do that. But the pineapple is a really good trick for sleeping with curly hair. On days that I don't wash my hair, I have a big shower cap, just like Lisa too. I had to find this, I don't know, this I got off Amazon something. It's like a great big one. And I'll just keep my hair in a pineapple, and I'll put the shower cap on, and I'll take a shower, and then I'll pop it off. We'll use dry shampoo. Lisa has a tip, actually, that I learned this from her.
Yeah.
With
I have really good
dry shampoo to share.
Because with curly hair, one of the things that's so important about curly hair is you don't want to wash it too often, because that's going to dry out the hair even more and dry out your scalp. Curly hair is temperamental, as we know, and our scalps can get dry from overwashing. So one of the things that I love is actually Crunchy makes a translucent loose powder, which is amazing for setting your makeup, but it's also equally amazing to use as a dry shampoo for your roots. So on those in-between days, like let's say you've worked out or it's been a couple days since you washed your hair last, and sometimes we tend to get like, maybe like oily or greasy roots of our hair. So I will take some of this, and I will just take my loose powder brush, and I take a little on the brush and I just dab it on the roots, and it just soaks up all the oil. You can even mix this with a little bit of cocoa to get, if you have dark hair, to get a color closer to your hair. And then again, you just like dab it on, and it works amazingly as a dry shampoo, completely toxin free.
I love that so much. I love life hacks, multi-purpose things that work so well. And I will too, if I'm feeling that my hair is just feeling a little bit more oily, I will put a little bit of tea tree oil in my hands and just kind of work it up through the scalp. That's another nice tip to have on hand. I use essential oils a lot on my hair, from tea tree just into the scalp to help. You could do lavender, you could do a lot of different ones. And then cedarwood or sandalwood works really nice for kind of taming flyaways. Anything like that.
Oh,
yes.
I have another flyaway taming tip. So always use literally what's at hand. So if you use Crunchy makeup, if you use the Crunchy primer, any extra primer, I use it to smooth down my flyaways as well. So that's another little tip. The primer works awesome for smoothing.
Oh, I love that tip. That's so good. Right? Less is more. Okay, I love it. I think we talked, I wanted to make sure I used everything on my table. I tried this morning when I was doing my hair to like set everything aside so I would remember to like.
I love that we both forgot our towels. I think that's hilarious.
Because my towel was all wet, so I popped it in the dryer, and then I was like, Mark.
Oh, and I hung mine up, and I was like, oh no, it's like the one thing I really need.
The towels are
but this was awesome. I think we helped a lot of curly girls. So thank you, Laura, for this amazing idea.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. And one thing too that I just forgot, but sometimes I've been playing with this, and you may try this. I will wash my hair at night and clip it and then sleep. And I'll just pull it up, on the silk pillowcase, and I'll pull it so I'm not smushing it, and just kind of lay it out, goddess style is how she calls it in the book. And when I wake up in the morning, it's mostly dry, and you just scrunch it up and shake it out a little bit. And I'll notice I get different curls with that than if I was to air dry it. If I just let it air dry and I don't use a diffuser, it's more wavy because I think the weight of it pulls it down over time. So more like beachy waves. If I use the diffuser, I get more curls like this. If I sleep with wet hair and then wake up, it's even more curlier. My hair will look even shorter. So you can play with it and see if there are.
And you can see, I have a very different curl. Like my entire family has like kinky hair, like literally kinked hair. It's not even curly. So my hair is like the least curly of my whole family's, but you can see it's a very, very different curl. So, and it's changed, like it's changed several times during my life. So you're going to find that your hair does change over time. A lot of gals were saying in the comments that their hair is actually different. So like the hair underneath is basically straight, but the hair on top is curly or wavy or frizzy. And they're like, how do we manage that?
Oh, that's a good question. I think part of that comes from the cut, like working with somebody who is a curly girl hair expert and master. And we were talking, Lisa and I, maybe we need to bring Tanya in at some point and see if she could
I think we do
some Q&As for us.
I think I need her curl cream, and I think that we need to bring her in.
Yes, we'll bring her in, because I would love to just pick her brain about how she came up with these products. She's on Instagram. It's Strands Unlimited, and I've learned so much about it, just curly hair and maintenance and all of that from her. And also on Instagram. But yeah, we might have to bring her in if you guys think that would be fun, and we can ask her some questions. But look on YouTube, look on Instagram. There's lots of curly hair accounts that I like. A lot of those tips of how to dry my hair I've learned on Instagram and just played with and found, oh wow, I get such a better curl pattern, or this looks really good. And I can usually get 3 to 4 days. I mean, I'll wash my hair twice a week, but usually by the 4th day you can kind of tell. And that's when you do a messy bun or braid or something.
Put it up. Just put it up. You're done. I do the low pony, the 1750s, earnest, like schoolboy. That's when I do the low pony.
I love it. Right. We all can kind of tell, just like I can kind of tell right now that it's time that I really do need a cut. So when
I am, it's months past time for, like, I actually get my hair trimmed quite often. I get my hair trimmed every 12 weeks. And I really can't go beyond that. And this is, we're talking 3 months. So this is like a good, and my hair grows extremely fast. I think probably because I'm on those supplements as well, but like I am in dire need of a cut right now. So it's,
and you'll just know.
Curly hair needs to be cut right. Curly hair needs to be cut right. And so my daughter actually has a mix. She's got this beautiful wavy hair, but there are sections that are super curly and sections that are almost straight. But when I bring her in, I take her to my gal who's so good with curly hair, and she cuts her hair in such a way that it falls beautifully, and she just gets these like beautiful, like wavy curls. So she'll wash her hair at night and she'll kind of like pin it up and go to bed. In the morning, she's just got this gorgeous, bouncy hair. And she uses her wet brush and she uses her products. She's actually really, really good with hair. Luckily, she's better at her hair than I am. So I think I agree with you, Laura. I think a lot of it comes down to the cut and the products and kind of strategically pinning it up.
Yeah. And what I love about this book too, is it talks about all the different curl types. Like I have more of a Botticelli curl. Some people have more of a pin curl, more wavy, and it's got different tips on how to wash and style and do things based off of your curl type, because curls are like people. Everybody's a little different. And
I don't know if we talked about this, but the cold rinse. Did we talk about the cold rinse for curl?
No, let's talk about that.
Let me dive into that. And I apologize, I forgot to mention it. If you can bear it, you want to shower with not overly hot water, like basically as cool as you can handle, because I think it seals the cuticle. The cooler the hair, the cooler the water, seals the cuticle, it prevents that frizz. So I will just shower with it not too hot at all. And then I brace myself and I do as much of a cold water rinse as I can manage with my hair. And that really helps reduce frizz and helps to seal the cuticle. And if anyone hears me yelling in the shower, that's why, because it's kind of cold and I just hop out immediately. And then I honestly gel it up outside of the shower because I'm like, I need a towel, I'm cold. But I do highly recommend the cold water rinse if you can stand it.
Oh, you're so brave, Lisa. And see, I love hot showers. But the cold is supposed to be really good for your immune system when you swap it up. Yeah. But I'll turn the shower head away from me and then turn it cold. and then flip my hair upside down and then do like that scrunch thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like on my body, but it's just kind of like the cool rinse on my hair. So I'm probably cheating it a little bit. You're more hardcore than I am.
No, I'm all in. I'm just like, okay, I can handle it for 10 seconds. But seriously, like if you can manage it like during your shower, just don't have it too hot. That was like the one thing my hairstylist told me. She's like, it's the cooler you can have the water during your shower, the better it's going to be for your hair. And you're right, for your body as well. So I do try and be mindful, you know, of that. So it's hard.
That's
it's not
so
easy.
good. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to work up to that. Be like, okay, we're doing it. We're jumping in.
It takes courage. I imagine on your trip to Africa, you had quite a few cold showers, but it was so hot out that it like balanced.
You know, we actually had showers and we're able to take warm showers everywhere. We were really spoiled, awesome. which is nice. But yeah, it was interesting. Does anyone have any questions? We'll post links to some of our favorite things and how we do them for you too, so that you have that. Or questions, comments, or tips that you found are really helpful with your hair. You can type them in the comments over on Facebook or unmute yourself over on Zoom. Or if everybody's good, we can let you get back to your Tuesday morning.
I think we answered a lot of great questions, or, you know, I think this was good. Sharing what we know, and we're still searching for the Holy Grail. Like we haven't found, you know, the products to end all products. You know, we really like what we have, but we're always, you know, looking to improve. So
yes, it's an evolving journey. It's like our health, and you may learn new tips that work for you. And I think you have to be innovative and try new things and see what works for your curls. 100% with all of that.
I think we're going to have, is it Tiffany? What's her name? Tiffany, your hair gal.
Oh, Tanya. Yeah.
Tanya, we're going to bring Tanya on maybe next month. We'll have her on and we'll have a chat with her about like her products and her cutting method and everything. And I think that'll be very beneficial for everyone.
Yes, that would be a good one to learn more and get to experience it. And we'll get Tanya's take on cuts and how to work with all of that. Will be really good. And if you are looking for safe, non-toxic cosmetics, Lisa is your girl. I love crunchy makeup, and it's a piece of the puzzle, right? As we reduce our toxic load with the products that we're using, it makes a big difference in our health. I'm wearing crunchy makeup right now. This is the Sangria lip gloss that I have that I always get questions about. So I love that we always. Oh, thank you. And she has an incredible group where she does education. We'll post that link too, if you're not already in that group, to kind of learn a little bit more. And then if you have any essential oil questions, I'm your girl. Reach out to me. I'd love to help and support you. Oils for dry hair, oily hair, with whatever support you may need with that. Be happy to help. And oh, this is fun. Okay, we'll keep the curl convo continued.
Yes, we'll bring CurlTorial 2. We will work on that for June. CurlTorial 2.
I love it.
The second edition. Thank you. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. This was so fun.
Oh my gosh, yes. Such a blast. Thank you, Lisa. It's always such a joy to get to hang with you. And I learned so much from your curly tips, and we'll get links out for everybody too.
Absolutely.
Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.